Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. And as it is April 1st, or April Fool's Day, as most people would say, I'm not fooling you guys, but I am going to do the decks I got in February, or March. Sorry, it's April 1st. Literally just said it. So the decks I got in March. However, there's only three, so it's going to be a short video. I did, however, get, it was like $5 on Amazon, and I had to do it sideways here. It's a tarot card coloring book. And the way it described, this is like matte too, like a rose petal finish. The way it described it was, that they were pullouts, and it's not. The graphics on it is really kind of crappy. But it does give you the upright and reverse meaning of each card, which I thought was cool. So this is a full page of this is how the majors look, and then the minors are like 2 to a page, but it still gives you the upright and reverse meaning of the cards. But it is a coloring book. I thought it was cool. I mean, I thought it was cool for $5, but I thought the way it describes it on Amazon when I bought it was they were pullouts, and you could make the deck, but you can't. I have since found a couple decks on Amazon that do that. They're like 15, I think one's 15 something and one's 20 something. So you're not going to find one for $5. It's a pullout, is what I'm trying to say. But I did get this in the month of March as well. Now I do have other decks that I ordered in March. I'm just not getting them till after March. Okay, on to the deck. So I only got 3 decks in the month of March. One of which I actually got on yesterday, the last day of the month. And I did a walkthrough yesterday, and that is the Tarot of Tales deck. It's really pretty. And as I was saying in yesterday's video, the Elemental Power Tarot, this is what this deck looks like. There's a bigger box that goes with it that's got this creator and all that on the sleeve. But it's a really, really, really cool. I was saying yesterday, the Elemental Power Tarot, it's the same publisher, Seiko or Psycho or Kiko Books. Let's see the book here. This comes with a beautiful hardback book too. So this is the publishing company. And they also published the Elemental Power Tarot. And what I didn't tell you in that video yesterday is they are a matte. This one's a little bit thinner cardstock, I feel like. They are both matte. Both decks are matte. The other one is a little bit thicker. But they are the same size as well. And they're the same creator. Melinda Lee Holm created this tarot, the Tarot of Tales. And she also created the Elemental Power Tarot. And they are the same size. And I just pushed a bunch on the floor. And they are quite flexible, so that's good. But I've been seeing this deck around forever, and it's beautiful backs. Not forever, but just enough time to be like, do I want it? Do I not want it? And then I decided I wanted it the other day, and literally got it the next day, yesterday, the 31st of March. But it is so cute. And it's not really the typical artwork I usually do or go for. But I have the same, and I didn't realize how often I bought the deck. I have the same affinity for it that I did the Elemental Power Tarot. And then I realized once I got this deck, oh, that's why it's the same creator, same publishing company. There's even some cards in here, because I talked about the tower in yesterday's video when I did my walkthrough, and I pulled out and compared both towers in those 2 decks. One looks like it's a far away image of the same tower, and then this one I think looks like it's a close-up view of the same tower that's in the other deck. And I just have the same aha with the art, and I find it quite beautiful. Love this fox. And I haven't worked with it yet. I mean, I just got it yesterday. the 31st of March. But I can't wait to dive into it. It's going to be super cool. It looks like it's mostly animals in it. This totally reminded me of the Elemental Power Tarot. The big difference between these two decks is the Elemental Power Tarot is a pip deck. This one is not. And this one is mostly all animals. There's one or two people figures, but I don't think it ever shows a person's face in this deck. See, like here, you can see a figure, but you never see the face. And it's stunning. I love this artwork. It's different and simple at the same time. And I thought this was cool. It looks almost like a, oh, this isn't the one. Never mind. Look. Gorgeous. He's storing his nuts for the winter. And there's a unicorn in here too, which I thought was cool. Yeah, there's the tower. Looks like you're right up on it in the Elemental Power Tarot. It looks like the same tower. You're just looking at it from a distance. You can actually see a path leading up to the tower. So I found that quite interesting. Beautiful deck. And I'm almost done showing all the cards. I love the color palette, and it almost feels like a antique-y to me, like an antique deck to me as well. I think this just came out this year, 2023, but I'm not sure. But I've been seeing it the last few weeks, like everywhere. Every time I turn around, there it is. I'm like, okay, I need you. But that is the Tarot of Tales, published by Seiko or Kaiko Books. And it is fabulous. I don't know where the top just went. Literally just lost the top to that. Huh. I'll find it later. Okay, so next we have the Fallout Tarot by Inside Editions. I've been wanting this deck since it came out. Almost looks like it's taped up right there. It's not. It's cool. It's the only Inside Edition deck I have that have a hard time getting the lid off. I love the antique feel to this. It's really cool. It actually inspired me to buy the game for Fallout 4, because this specific deck tells you explore your past, present, and future with this official tarot deck inspired by the unique world of Fallout 4. So this deck is specific to Part 4 of Fallout 4. I haven't really been, I grew up as a gamer. Wasn't really a gamer in the last few years. I would say the last maybe 15 years I haven't really played many games, but I've kind of got back into it. And the Fallout tarot deck, actually, it kind of like, hey, why don't you buy the game and see what happens? And so I bought the game, and I've been playing it a little bit. It's pretty cool, actually. It reminds me, I love post-apocalyptic movies, and this is exactly like this game, so I love it. Yeah, it's the same cardstock as every other Inside Edition deck, and it's really cool. It is a partial pip deck, like all Inside Edition decks are, but I still think it's cool. I feel like there's a not only can I do this, and I love how it's got the, looks like it's old. I love how it's got the energy of it. To me, feels like not only does it feel like I could travel dimensions with this deck, but I could also go through time with this deck, which is really cool. Yeah. I have worked with it a little bit. Not much, but I think it's really super cool. It's got a lot of robots in it, robot style stuff in it. I don't know why it's all twisted and turned around. That's crazy. Um, it's funny because when the game starts out, it's like, it looks like it's the 50s, but it's actually like 2032. And then you go forward like 96 years in the future. It's crazy. And it's still like in the 50s. Or actually post-apocalyptic. You know, it's a post-apocalyptic world, but it's almost like it's still set in the 50s, which is pretty cool. Maybe it's even further than that. Maybe 200 years in the future. From 2036 or something like that. It's crazy. Crazy in the future. Crazy amount of years in the future. But I think it's pretty cool. It's exactly up my alley for a game like that. Which I find weird that I just now found it. So. But as you can see, it is very much a pep deck. The steel is, of course, swords. Chariot. Son, he's cute. Still haven't figured this one out. Because you got the levers card, it's a guy, and then it looks like a little toy soldier. Weird. Muskets are wands. So Cold Emperor. Maybe I'll save him for my deck and walk. So we're in Emperor season, Aries season right now. Sometimes they're hard to get separated. Oh, the scents are pentacles. And then the lanterns are cups. Which we have the lanterns in the beginning. Hangman. Interesting. And I'm going through all this deck too. I just think it's cool. And it looks so old with these impressions here. That reminds me, if you guys have this deck or would have this deck, what would you edge this in? Because I don't know if it looks more frayed because of this and it's white here, or if that'll cover some of that up. Because I don't want it to cover it up because it looks super used. It's a brand new deck. I love it though. I love the old antique feel to it. Love that. And of course, because it's Inside Editions, it shuffles like a dream, and they are usually, I think, a regular tarot size for these decks, for the Inside Edition decks. But yeah, it's the same card stock as all the other Inside Edition decks I have. Same kind of guidebook. It's got spreads and stuff in there. And that's the Fallout Tarot, which is pretty freaking cool. Last but not least, it's the first deck I got in the month of March. Because I bought a deck of playing cards that were from another country. I forget the country right now, but they, instead of hearts, cups, or instead of hearts, I can't even think anymore right now. But instead of the four suits of what you would think of in playing cards, they had leaves, hearts. I mean, yeah, hearts. Hearts is one. It's the same. They had leaves, bells, and something else. And so, when I saw this deck kind of reminded me of the Tarot of Tarots. All of a sudden, I was just seeing it everywhere, and I'm like, why? And it was intriguing me, and the more I saw it, the more I'm like, I need to have you and find out why I keep seeing you. But it is the Fairy Tarot by Los Scarabero. Paid like $20 on Amazon for it. Comes with a little white book. This is the title card and advertisement card. These are the backs, which I think are cool. It is reversible. They are small, your typical tuck box playing card or tarot card size. Oh, do you see that? Got a fairy in here with us, it looks like. I love this card. I love this deck. Just because it's so whimsical and so freaking cute. It's funny because it's almost like my tastes are changing. Almost like I've got the serious decks, the self-help decks, and now I'm into the decks that I would probably never have allowed myself to purchase as a child, for this whimsical, carefree, and that seems like to be the theme of the decks I bought this month, is these carefree, whimsical, childlike games, except for Fallout, of course. But Fallout is, I've always had a thing for a post-apocalyptic games and movies, so that falls into that category for me as well. Is this wild, carefree, let everything go? But this one really made me stand up and take notice, and I'm like, why am I all of a sudden into these like whimsical childlike decks? And then, of course, when I saw the leaves, just like the playing card deck, I'm like, I have to have it. And they have little images below, which I love the art in this. I don't know why. I just do. And there's the bells. And then we have the hearts. But it's almost like a primitive first draft of art that we're seeing of someone's art for the first time. Oh, Acorns is the other one. And I freaking adore it. Just love it. Love it to pieces. Look at these little birds in here. Just, it's stunning work. And I wish it would be more like the whole card would have the images, and maybe just have the acorns on the side or something. Because the artwork is stunning in these decks. In this deck. Super stinking cute. Look at him. I just love it. It's so cute. It's so just enough colorful that you're like, oh, that's cute. And it's super adorable. Look at all of them resting underneath there, all these fairies. It's just stunning. Stunning. And I thought it was out of print. Well, when I first saw it, I knew it was a deck that was out there, but it was like somebody put it on there for an astrological amount. And I'm like, is this already out of print? And then I saw it was on Amazon for $20. I'm like, okay, it's not. But it's super cute. Super freaking adorable. Look at them down there. Super freaking cute. And it tells you, oh, look at that. Beautiful. It tells you in the deck as well, in the book, what's what. Like the hearts are cups. There's the death card. The bells, I don't remember what the others are. Off the top of my head, it's been a day. Look at the tower. Looks like it's coming out of its, like it's a head and that's coming out of its mouth. Super freaking cute. They're all laying in the trees, sleeping. I love it. Love it to pieces. Yep. Stunning. 2 years ago, March, I got, I think like 15, 17, 19 decks. And I'm like, oh my God, I have a problem. And last year, I think I got 7. And this year, I've had 3. So I'm doing a lot better this year. Like I said, I think it's slowed down just because I don't see myself buying anymore. And just really starting to dive into what I'm working with and what I've got. That's not to say I won't buy more. I'm just saying I have a lot of decks now, that way more than I had 2 years ago. So I think I'm doing the deck and walk, so it's already taking effect this need to dive deep into decks now, or dive deep into certain things, certain aspects of a deck. So I think you're going to start seeing a lot more of that kind of content from my channel rather than walkthroughs, although I did just do a walkthrough yesterday. I still will do walkthroughs anytime I get a deck, but these are the decks I got in the month of March. And I will be doing a video either today or tomorrow on the card of the month, because I will still be doing the whatever decks I got in the month, or whatever, my year ahead spread that I did. But this is the decks I got in March. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And you guys have a good night. Bye.